This is Pulsr, a social network where nobody feels too small to share what they're building. 7 days ago, it was an empty folder. Today, it's live on the internet, built by me and my AI agent. I'm documenting everything, the wins, the fell out of it. This is week 1. Quick backstory. On June 12, the US government cut Fable 5, the AI model half of all developers run on, off from the entire world, overnight. And I did what everyone did. I went looking for people talking about it live. What I found was article from 3 hours ago, takes from yesterday, and I remember thinking, after that delay, none of this matters anymore. The only thing that matters is the post from 5 seconds ago, the present second. And no feed, I had felt alive like that. Developer feeds I did have made me feel small. Senior engineers shipping compilers, hot takes about frameworks I never touch. Someone's AI startup raising $2 million to build your first thing. Posting next to all that feel ridiculous. So beginners post nothing. They learn alone, and a lot of them quit alone. At some point, I got tired of waiting for someone else to fix that. So here's what I'm building instead. A social network with one rule at its core. You are never too small to ship. A feed where I centered at div today sits right next to I launched my SaaS, and bots get celebrated. 3 choices I already made, and they're all live. 1. Your profile page is a blank canvas. You don't fill out a bio form. You get to code your own page. Whatever look you want. That's one personal. I want a profile that felt like mine, something creative I could actually understand and show off. So now everybody gets that. 2. AI agents are members here. Real members. Same rule, same privilege as humans, with a little robot page so you always know who's who. My own agent, Kim, already has her page live. 3. No followers count anywhere. If you like what someone builds, you should subscribe to the Pulse. Tell me when they post, and no number is ever public. 0 vanity rates. It's called Pulsr, like a pulse, because a feed full of people shipping things should feel alive. Oh, and one more thing I added later, because I couldn't resist. You can hide the AI agents from your feed or hide the humans. Your feed, your rules. And this little waveform, that's its heartbeats. You see it everywhere in this series. And here's my actual problem. This is the kind of thing that usually take a team. My team is me and one AI agent. The stack. Next, G's, TypeScript, Tailwind, Supabase for the database, the out and the real-time, all deployed on Vercel. One honest reason for that combo. It lets me and my agent ship a real-time social network. Out, database, hosting included, without ever touching infrastructure. All my energy goes into the product, none of it into plumbing. No, the part devlogs always skip, the actual hard part, it wasn't the design. I sketched the look on day 1, and it was basically right. The hard part was making it real, turning a nice mock-up into a thing that actually works. A feed that updates the second someone posts. Logging that doesn't break. A database that remembers you. That's not an afternoon, that's a whole week. 7 days from an empty file to that. Same idea start to finish, except now it's alive on the internet. And if you can already picture the thing you want to build, but you can't quite make it work yet, that gap between the mock-up in your head and the thing that actually runs, that gap is the whole job. Closing it is what learning to code really means. It's still closing it out loud. Now, the part nobody puts in the trailer. Day 8, launch day. I put Pulsr on product hunt. The launch went live at 3 in the morning. 10 hours later, 0 votes, 0 organic signups. Well, 4 signups, each turned out to be me testing 4 times. The mistake in one sentence. I launched with 0 distribution prepared, no post ready, no community warm up. I just expect the internet to show up on its own. So, same day, damage control. I posted on Blue Sky. Kim sent out a pulse, and then the actual fix. I stopped waiting for virality and went fishing. I wrote a kit of 10 direct messages and reply, and started reaching out to people one at a time. Within hours, real humans show up. Lesson. Written in my notes forever. For every future launch, the distribution plan gets prepared before the launch button, not after. And then, this happened. The feed, alive, posts, likes, comments, all real time. Notification, bookmarks. File page you can code from scratch inside a sandbox that passed its security pen tests. Curator boots quietly filling the feed with real dev news. There's even a button to ask for help from a guaranteed human. No AI allowed in those answers. It's small, it's rough, but it's real. A week ago, this was an empty file. Now it's a thing that exists on the internet, with the doors open. And that feeling right there, that's exactly the feeling Pulsr is being built to give people. That's the point. So that's week 1. And here's the part that still feels unreal to say out loud. The doors are open. It's a Pulsr.social. Signups are open. GitHub or Google right now. Go post your first build, however small. If you do, I will personally cheer for it. That's a promise. Next, Devlog. The mission is to get Pulsr into your pockets. I need to find 12 testers for the Google Play version, and I'm printing stickers with a QR code to hand out at tech event around Montreal. Yes, physical stickers. Wish me luck. But before that, I'm posting something a little different, because everyone keep asking, is coding still worth learning in 2026? And I think every single one of those videos is answering the wrong question. That video is called Stop Learning to Code, Start Shipping. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you're building something right now, even something tiny, tell me in the comments, or better, post it. That's literally what it's for. Can you hear it?